Yeah. Okay. Oh. My little avatar isn't on. Let me fix that. Oops. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Anyway, yeah, some days ago I was on Twitter and I think it's like 2 weeks ago at this point. Hi Amy, I see your little comment. I don't know what I'm doing, but like 2 weeks ago I put out a tweet asking for requests. I'm just gonna start with those. If there's any in the chat for other stuff once I finish those, or if I can't do them, like I for whatever reason can't draw, then I'll just go from whatever's in chat. Oh my god, hi Emma. Let me see. Okay, let me pull up those. I think the first one was Alex, who asked for Autofister as Teimaku. I'm of the party that Teimaku is Beirus, but I can see I can see Autofister. Thank you. I went online and I found a free one. I'm getting another one made. I don't know yet if I'm gonna do it or if somebody else is gonna do it. Okay, yeah. I was gonna ask that. I'll turn that down. How's that? I forgot to ask. But yeah, I don't know if I'll do my own layout. All next week I'm not gonna be in town, and I'm just gonna have my sad little iPad with me. So I probably won't be able to do it then. But I am getting somebody else to do BGM. This is a random free one that I found thanks to Truce. And what's it called? A logo and a schedule. I'm gonna try to stick to a schedule, but I am looking for a new job, so that might affect stuff. Hopefully not. But yeah, let me know. Okay, cool. Yeah, I just need money if I'm gonna commission somebody else. But yeah, let's see. I've only been drawing the high school they used to, so I forgot what they look like normally. Let's see. I'll do that one shot of McQueen and Teo walking around the school. That simplifies it for me, anyway. For the uniforms. But yeah, I haven't streamed in years. I remember I used to stream with my friend Jesse. I don't know if he's watching. If you're watching, Jesse, hi Jesse. Also, I probably would have picked a better time, but I just got off of work. Sorry to SEA people, it's like 9 in the morning. Oh my god, Jesse, you are here. Hello, Jesse. My old streams were a lot more fun because I'd just be playing Overwatch with Jesse. And then we get into deep philosophical discussions. One day it won't be a PNGTuber. I'm gonna do what Gantai did and eventually debut live 2D. Now hopefully I'll be able to do myself, but if not, I've gotta save a ton of money. But I would want to draw it myself just because I feel like I like my art style. It's different, but it isn't the typical one. That's the only thing. I don't even know what it would look like if it were to be rigged. We're not doing a League of Legends stream. We did the one with our old coworker, and that was enough for me. Never want to touch that game again. We could stream Overwatch though. Maybe. But then I'm gonna expose myself as a dirty Hanzo player. I managed to get the... Oh, that's the other thing I need to buy. God damn it. The Live 2D software, they have a really good deal for students. So if you have like some college email, they don't even verify it. As long as it ends in edu, you can get the license for Live 2D for 3 years for $60 versus the, I think, couple hundred that it costs. I mean, there's cheaper versions and there's a free trial, but to get it for the 3 years, it's a couple hundred. I think you could do a subscription for it too. I don't remember, but I used my sister to do that. I wish YouTube stopped checking. I missed my YouTube Premium for like, what was it? Like $4 a month, $5 a month? No, it started at that, and then it went up to $7.99, but now I pay $13.99 for it. It is worth it though, just because of how much YouTube I watch. And it helps streamers. Like, I try to watch smaller streamers like Gantai, because more of the percentage of the money goes to them. It disperses percentage wise based off of how much you watch whatever YouTuber. Oh, for that I'm on somebody else's Spotify though. Thanks, Jesse. I can get the family YouTube Premium for you, Jesse, don't worry. Wait, what does Celia McGreen's hair look like? Oh no. I got time to pull out the mugshot. Yeah. It's $20. Ugh. Ugh. My dad pays for a family plan, but one of them goes, everyone in my family has one, but because I'm on Jesse's, like there's extra ones left out. So they have one Spotify for the Tesla and another Spotify for the stupid Google Home. So even if I wanted to join, they'd have to take it off of one of those. I wish I had Spotify open. But after the whole hacking thing, I signed out of so much of my stuff. I haven't signed back in. Whoops. If my Twitter got hacked, I probably would have cried. Then I would have hated Jesse forever. No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know why I pulled up the reference. I don't even draw CC like this anyway. I think Slav wanted ketchup and mustard. I know that. Let me pull that up again. I got some weird requests. Let me see. Oh yeah, in secession. Beirus, Mafuena. Who said that? Polinigo, Beirus, yeah. Thank you, Slav. Wherever you are. Oh my god, if you request Ruby, I have not drawn them in literal years. I think last time I drew Ruby was the Volume 9 premiere. However long ago that was. I think... Oh, you said Cece, Butler, and Iris made. Which I never looked for the drawing, so I'll just make a new one. I'm tempted to buy a tracing uniform and just be a random Uma Musume. Only because I can't decide which one I would want to cosplay. That could be generic Uma Musume number 450. I don't know. I remember one year in high school. I'm exposing Jesse right now. But one year Jesse dressed up as a Naruto character, but none in specific. He just had the jacket and a name tag that said like ninja number, like whatever. As we went throughout the day, the number just increased. People kept adding more. 1 Inch of Love? Hold on, what does 1 Inch of Love look like? Ew. Not when she looks like that. Stupid ass look on her face. Let me see, there's another one. I think there's like, give me one love. Okay, I saw somebody make the joke about 1 inch of love for Gigi's silhouette thing. Which I could draw that later. Maybe. Forehead horse. Give me one love. Third party. Oh, moist eyes. Moist eyes has a big old forehead. Though there might be more. I don't know why the picture's so crunchy. Oh yeah, it's like... I saw it earlier, because they were like yelling at somebody. There was like some Twitter drama between that one Uma fan account, parody account, and some... It was about trainer Uma relationships or something. I just ignored it. I wanted Gold City, but I think I'm just... I know the anniversary event is gonna give a bunch of new... or a bunch of pulls. Sure, it's only giving the... what's her face? Meisho Doto. I don't like her all that much, but a free pull is a free pull. I think Tamamo is coming in February or January now, because everything shifted. Half anniversary wasn't supposed to be for a while. But Tamamo, Manhattan Cafe, Christmas, Oguri, and like one other one are all in succession. And I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I promise I wouldn't put any more money into the game. Besides the free, what is it, like 50 that you get? I don't remember. But I used to do it for when I played Arknights. I'll spare that. Why not both, Emma? Just save until from now until then. Oh, how did I draw that one? Wait, no, I need to pull it up. One of my biggest drawings that I'd made, stupid joke. And a reference of like a comparison that nobody else ever made of Kita-san Black and Sato no Diamond. There it is. Oh no, it's... Oh, there you go. Okay, yeah. I don't know, Emma, you never know. You could have my luck and got both banners. Got both banners of the thing. No, I probably used up all my luck getting, what's her face? Fuji-san, Fuji Kiseki and Narita Bryan. Because I've pulled for other ones that I'm not getting them. Jesse has better luck on all the banners. He has better luck on the sparks too. It's not fair. You know, maybe I'll just play Uma Musume. Oh god. I didn't realize that streaming my drawing is just gonna expose how fucked my process is and how illegible everything is. I'm so sorry. Oh my god, my influence. Somebody in my Steam friends picked up Uma Musume right now. Wow, this is what it means to be an influencer. No, I keep opening the game to start careers and then I never finish it. I was talking to somebody earlier this week about the game and I was like, you know what, I'll play Uma Musume, and I pull it up. I start a Super Creek career and it's been on day 1 of 1 the entire time. It's been like 3 days. Let me see. Yeah, Ren & Junior make debut, 11 turns left. I never opened that thing. One day I'll finish it. I want to see what the trigger is for the Goo Goo Babies thing. Just cause it's... I haven't gotten it, but I've only done like 3 careers with her. But her little arc in Cinderella Grey is really good. And I know she's gonna get more attention as the series goes on. Cause her, Inari 1 and Oguri Cap are the Heisei era 3 or whatever. Inari 1 should be coming in soon. Actually, no. I don't remember. But Mr. CB becomes more relevant. That's why she keeps showing up in random promo art. Like, she hasn't done anything in the anime yet. No, you'd be able to tell which one was the event, cause it's like she's in casual wear. I don't know if it's a random triggered event or if it's like a specific like thing that has to happen. I have no idea. Alright, I'll finish that later. Let's put that away. Let's see. Wants Mr. Subi to do what? In what way? She's like, in Cinderella Grey, she's like a mentor, kinda. But she's just one of... She just menacingly stares from the, like, suites at the horse races for a majority... Not even! It's her and No, it's simply Rudolph and Maruzensky that are just looming over most of the major races. Mr. CB shows up like once and is mentioned offhand in season 1, or the first half. But she is important later. I think. I skimmed the manga, I haven't sat down to read it yet. She will eventually. There's like a funny, out of context panel that I saw of her just doing a flip over a bridge. And then I've seen a bunch of the interactions from the game where she's just doing flips. She's like into gymnastics or something. I never read her lore. The first time I saw her, I was at Anime Expo and there was like 10 Uma Musume things at the Kinokuniya booth. And that was one of them, and I was like, oh, she's pretty. And I was having a hard time reading the katakana because it's like, Mr. what? I hate that her name is Mr. CB though. Stupid name. But it's like a stand-in for like the farm that she's from or something. Okay. Alright, this is for you, Emma. Hold on, let me resize these. She should kiss Ace on the mouth. The art I see of them is so good. I just really like Katsuragi Ace's design in general. Oh my god, hi Truce. How did I do that one drawing? I'm not gonna pull it up on here because there's stuff I don't want people to see. It's somewhere deep in all of the layers. Is it Iris whispering? I think. Yeah, I think so. Going based off of as much as I can remember from that drawing. So it wasn't even a good one. There she is. I know I drew her kind of smug, but I don't remember exactly how. I wish I didn't put so many things into one stupid canvas. That was my mistake. But I'm still doing that. All of the high school AU drawings are on one canvas. But I do know what it's called. It's called miscellaneous sketches. And the layers are kind of labeled. Kind of. It might be. But I don't even know when I drew it. That's the other thing. If I knew when, then I could be able to like narrow it down. see. The other part of me resenting drawing it is just because the fucking outfit that Iris has is so complicated. I could appreciate a good made outfit, but sometimes chill out on the details, man. I'm one person. I don't even know how to draw. My god, is that the comic dud? And oomph? Cecilia? Immigrant? Is your oomph? That's crazy. What do your sleeves look like? No! Frills. Okay, Emma, this is gonna be like... This is gonna be the bare minimum for her outfit because Iris's maid outfit drives me insane. I'll find the other one eventually. And I'll fix that other one to be like proper, fully rendered. But not this. That maybe I'll fix this one. We'll see. Oh my god, puffy sleeves, and the, oh my god, I'm gonna cry. You know what? Let's go back to Cecilia. I could make it Barris. I just have to do that to it. they all look the same. It's just their hair. How did I draw them yesterday? I'm crying, pissing, shitting, throwing up. Or actually... Ooh. What time is it? Perhaps I should have eaten before starting. Uh-oh. It's fine. She's gonna have her hair down, because I'm so sorry, Iris. I don't like the drill hair. I don't even like it. I don't think there's a character that I like it on. Teto, it depends on how they draw it, but that's about as close as it gets. Oh, but she has it on every single one. That's also why I haven't drawn the crony with the maid outfit either, just the commander one. Commander one's just like easier to draw. Not to be biased that it's her best outfit either, but it's her vents are also minimized on that one. I also fucking hate drawing her vents. Someone was like, it's for aerodynamics. Yeah, but they're stupid. No offense. No offense to my Oshi, but the design makes me want to cry. Iris is too. I don't know how I pulled it off for that one thing, but I sit there in awe, and I can't even post it yet because the thing's not done. Ugh. I'm just sitting on that drawing. Pain. Pain. pain and misery. It's a miracle I even managed to finish my art degree. Nothing but pain and misery. And I don't even use it. I mean, unless you count, like, commissions. But, I mean, those don't happen super often. But that's about as close as I get to actually using my degree. I don't know, man. I work in an office. Oh my god, thank you, Chris King. Crazy. Crazy that people... that no matter what, like, I've been drawing forever. It's kind of crazy still to me to think that people like what I draw. But, like, I know that people do. Like, people tell me. But it's that thing where people can tell you stuff. And you're like, yeah, sure. Is it like out of politeness? Because for me, sometimes I feel like if I'm talking to people and I compliment them, I'm being genuine, but I feel like it comes out sarcastic just because of my tone of voice. That I can't detect it in other people either. But I do take it to heart when people say stuff. It's just kinda... I think that's just for most artists or most creatives where you think your work is kinda trash. I think my work is kinda trash after like two weeks, maybe, of it being finished. But I know it's not. In my head. Technically. But I don't know. The critiques were always fun in school. I didn't go to an art college specifically. I did an art program at one of the local universities. And I felt like, in a way, that stunted my growth only because you didn't need like a portfolio or anything. So I feel like my art could have probably improved significantly if I did go to an art college, but I would be in debt, which thankfully I am not. I thank every single day that I am not in medical debt or school debt. So I know there's a lot of people, a lot of friends that are. The only thing is, I'm not using my degree. Had to do some other stuff to get a decent job. And I say decent just because it's full-time finally. But what I am thankful for with my job is that it does give me a lot of time to do my hobbies. Like this. Before I was running around doing a bunch of random stuff. I lost a lot of the passion I had for drawing. I know some of my friends that are in here were witness to that. I'm sorry I like disappeared off the face of the planet in 2023. But at least I came back in full swing. It's not just you, Jesse. Lots of people are in medical debt. You just got hit with a crazy amount of it. I mean, it's... Life is, as Jenna Marble says, life is, short, but also unbelievably and terribly long. And I feel that every single day. But I'm glad I could find, like, a hobby that I enjoy doing again. I've met so many great people coming back to Hololive. I was in it. I was in the fandom back in 2020, and it was significantly smaller than what it is today. It's kind of crazy just how much has changed. I remember having a Gura sticker on my car, And I had other recognizable anime stickers on my car, but people were always like, what is that? It's like, oh, yeah, they're not as popular as they could be. I mean, 2020, a lot of people got into anime and stuff. And I guess VTubers are an extension of that. At least it's an easier transition between liking anime and liking VTubers. But yeah, back then, nobody had any idea what that was. And now, well, unfortunately, Gura graduated, but after that, people definitely know who that is. There's a local boba shop that has a "Be Right Back" sign, and it's just like Gura having to go to the bathroom. I'm like, first off, where did you find that art? Second off, it's kind of crazy that they have that. And then there's like the big Dodgers event. Fuck the Dodgers, first off. But that's kind of fun that they were able to do an event like that. Before, I guess, when I got back into it, really, like May, I had not drawn in forever. I would do commissions. Like, there's one friend that always commissions me for whatever stuff that she needs, and I'm super thankful for her. But that was about the only drawing that I was really doing. I'd get into new franchises and everything, and I tell myself, I'm gonna draw so-and-so for this, and I never did it. Finding the Holo community again, thanks to being force-fed. No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't force-feeding. It looked like it. If from an outsider's perspective, maybe. But no, it wasn't forced. I could have said no at any moment. But thanks to that, I was able to come back full swing. Even the online Holo community back in the day wasn't even this prolific. It was a slow growth for sure. But the amount of surprise that I had when one of my random ass drawings that I did, it was the first ever Holo Live drawing, or I guess like second technically, like random drawing. I had seen clips of Gigi online and I'm like, oh, she's pretty funny or whatever. And I was with my friend Emma just watching old concerts and clips, and I was like, oh, I'm just gonna draw Gigi, this is whatever, and it ended up on a thumbnail. It's like, oh shit, now I really have to participate. No, I really have to participate in this fandom. Nah, it's been good. I met a bunch of great people, great artists. Even found people from way back in the day that were in other fandoms again in Holo Live. There's like one that was into Bandori, and I was like, oh my god, gay people think alike. We all go back to the same circles, jumping from what is it, Love Live to like Bandori, Review Starlight. Everybody just ends up in Holo Live anyway. And some bad apples got mixed in with the good side of it, so good makes you stay. Yeah, I know recently online there's been some weird stuff going on in the fandom, just VTubing in general. And it sucks to see it, but thankfully it's just a couple of people. The community as a whole is pretty great. I've been invited to and participated in a couple of fan projects that honestly I forgot about some of them. Like the Grimoires thing, I completely forgot that I submitted art. But that was my second ever Gigi Mooding drawing that was used in it. But Grandpa Pessochi, he's great at organizing stuff. I'd love to organize some kind of project like that, but I feel like I don't know how to do any of that. I'll just hop onto somebody else's that knows how to do that stuff. Um, but yeah, I also hadn't animated in years. My little header on Discord was like the last thing I animated from Arc Knights. Arc Knights is a fun one. Maybe I'll go back to that one. But yeah, it's been fun in the short time that I've been back. And it's kind of weird jumping in from being a fan back in like 2020 to today. It's so crazy to see the amount of people that just start events and projects like that. Just stop catching up. Yeah, I missed all of Advent and Justice's debut. I always paid attention to it passively. Like, I knew what was going on in like the broadest sense. But I think I was just like too busy even to be paying attention to a lot of the stuff, which sucked. But I mean, it's good. Reconnected with people that I hadn't spoken to in a long time. Realized they also popped off, which is kind of fun. But it's cool to see like a validation of like your artwork and everything. Not that I wasn't getting it before, and not that that's the most important thing to drawing. Like, I draw for the sake, like, for my own sake. That high school AU that I got going on, it's purely self-indulgent. It makes no sense. But I love stupid high school movies like High School Musical, Heathers, Bottoms. That stuff's fun. Bottoms especially. If you haven't watched that, watch that movie. It's stupid humor. But I mean, it's stupid humor. So if you watch Bodies, which is also another weird kind of niche movie, it's exactly like that. But I don't know. Stuff's going pretty good. Eventually, maybe I'll take the streaming stuff seriously. But until then, I'm gonna keep my regular stupid 9 to 5. Gonna try scheduling stuff. I do have my other obligation that some people do know about that might take some time away. I think all of December I won't be able to do anything. But I wanted to at least try to get started before then. Just to kind of establish that I do this. So I did used to, but I didn't. There's like one stream where I was on my friend Gantai Domeki's doing a smash or pass of Pokemon. If you ever want to look that up. Went through every single Pokemon. I don't even watch Pokemon. I never got into it as a kid, didn't get into it as an adult, but I sure did smash or pass every single one. I think we went for like 3 hours. Okay, you know what? This one's for Truce. Your can you draw base stabbing Iris while crying her heart out? Do Revenge. Is Do Revenge that movie that you were watching where you said get out if I'm gonna watch it eventually? Because I was gonna spoil it for myself or something. Oh, Iris is the one being stabbed. Hold on. Let's see. I think there's another more serious. There's another more serious request in here. Oh yeah, it's Time Fist? Time Chaser, I assume. But I'll do this one for Truce. What is her... I don't even know what her outfit looks like either. Whatever. God damn it. She could be naked, she could not. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Once art is put out into the world, it's not mine anymore. There you go. I don't know if Truce is still here, but I hope you like this. There you go. And Mr. Squeaks is here too. The iris is so fucking big, hold on. No, you know what? That works. I'll even just attach the tweets to them. Let's see. Let's do Emma's first. Whoops. Done. Let's see. Guess I'll do Time Chaser next. Doing what? I don't know. I should have prepped something. Oh. Hold on. I'll pull it up. This one's for Truce. They asked for this specifically. Let me see. Where is it? Oh shit. There you go. I think that works perfectly. And then I'll grab the other one. And I'll put them all together. I thought about drawing some of the stuff from like Redline and stuff, but I can't think of anything. I knew I was gonna practice like drawing, you know, scenery, because all of my stuff is just on a white background, because I hate drawing backgrounds. But I need to like do studies and stuff. If I can remember how to do studies. I haven't done studies in a long time. I've forgotten how to do proper art. But I sure as hell can tell you art history stuff. Never forgot that. Friggin' useless. Just randomly start dropping facts. Blah blah blah, Baroque period. Something something. What's his face? Forgot what Titan. That really scary painting of the Titan eating his kids. By that one Spanish artist. No, I don't freaking remember. Who made CCers being gossipy with each other? Yeah, I forgot what we had discussed for like what the premise was for the maid Iris and Butler CC. But yeah, it really is anything but cleaning. Do you think Iris would know how to clean? I think CC would. Based off of her, what was it? Emergold Oktoberfest bot. She just tried to make something else do it for her. Oh, let's see. What's the other one? Time Chaser. My favorites. Oh my god. Keela asked for Crony too. I guess this counts to an extent. They had something in mind. Oh my god, I could recreate that one drawing that I did. Where they hold hands. Yay. I need to figure out how to draw Crony consistently. Every time I draw her, I feel like she looks so different. The only thing that remains the same is that I refuse to draw her stupid vents the proper way. Oh my god. Oh, I hate this. Eventually I'll stop trying to stick to her model. That's when it gets really fun. Cause I've stopped drawing Gigi based off of her model, and it barely looks like canon one, but it's a lot more fun to draw that way. No, that's too big. I keep thinking about the transcripts that people made of what's her face, the Time Chaser panel at that one convention, the non-problematic height gap relationships that then devolved into them talking about fanfic, and somebody recommending that one really famous Auto Fister fanfic. I think it's called Perfect. I haven't read it. It's longer than the Bible. I think it's at 1,000,000 words or something. I don't know if I would ever read it. I'm sure it's well written. But I don't know if I have time to read something like that. Open to interpretation. Yeah, like it kind of looks like her. It looks like her enough. It's recognizable as mine, I guess, which is I guess that counts. I saw this thing going around on Twitter like a while ago. But it was like style inspirations. And I sat down to like actually think of mine. I don't even know where my style came from, not really. Kill la Kill was really influential on me for sure. And Jamie Hewlett, artist for Gorillaz. I don't know if my stuff necessarily looks like that, but it's definitely something that I really liked as a kid. There was one time in GG Cord. No, not GG Cord. It was just in my replies on Twitter. Somebody was comparing my art to the Ninja Turtles cartoon from like 2018 or something. Rise of the TMNT. And looking at it, yeah, but I had never seen that show in my life. That was already, that missed me. I was already too old. Too old, and I don't think I had cable at that point anymore anyway. But it was kind of uncanny how much my art looked like it. I used to really like Ninja Turtles when I was like 7, 8. But I never decided to draw at that point. I kind of always drew stuff, but I never had the desire to draw the Ninja Turtles. Just because the stuff that I would find like easily on the computer was not the 2003 show, and I love the style of the 2003 one. I think it was good. I don't remember. I knew that one had like a continuous storyline though. And it had like some weird future sequel. I don't fucking know. But they did not look like turtles at all. Friggin' big ass muscular frog looking things, honestly. But like 7-year-old me freaking ate that shit up. I've had my stuff compared to Legend of Korra too. I don't see that one. Not as much. I think by the time that I watched that, it was also like out of the time frame where I would be picking it up for an art style or something. Kill la Kill definitely most likely did. The tendency of me not closing my freaking lines when I draw probably came from that. What does Owo Kwomi look like? Oh my god, I have to pull up the reference. I don't know crony like that. No, it's like a sailor uniform. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I can't forget her boob window. Man, I love Crony, but her boobs scare me. My mom got kinda into Hololive, and we watched the Promise anniversary concert, and when Crony popped up on the screen, she's very concerned. She knows her as the big boob one, but imagine it a little less crude and a little more funny, just because my mom speaks Spanish. But she definitely made an impression on her. Most of the time when I watch her streams, or we watch them together, she's like half off the screen and not full face boobs on screen. But she was having a hard time believing that the idol outfit version was the same. She was like, is that really the same girl? But it's kind of cool that my parents are so neutral and supportive, depending on what of my hobbies. I've always had some weird hobbies, or less than not less than appropriate, but definitely more niche, I guess. But it helps that both my parents grew up in Mexico, and anime is normal there, even back in the day. I think there was Ultraman was a thing my dad really liked. And then the shoujo, classic shoujo 1970s anime, Candy Candy. That was my mom's favorite. Which makes sense because her favorite, like, current day stuff is like, she hasn't watched Sailor Moon. She really liked Little Witch Academia. And we're on High School Host Club. A lot of the jokes went over her head, but the fact that it looked like a shoujo thing was more than enough. Oh, God. If there's anything anybody else wants me to draw, I don't know. I've essentially, oh no, wait, I forgot Slob's request. I'll pick one of them. Who is... I'm sorry. I don't know projects that guy like that. I have to Google. I can do most of Gigi's outfit without having to look at the reference. I usually don't look at it unless it's something that I think should look nice. And then I do. Most of my drawings nowadays are so low effort, just for the sake of getting something out. I never used to feel the need to draw stuff. Like, I feel yucky when I don't draw for a while, even if it's something simple. So I've been so out of practice for so long. Anything is good for me. I try to draw traditionally, but that never works out. I have so many sketchbooks that I never use. And I try to do life drawing stuff just because anatomy and stuff is important to know. I have to practice what I preach, as I was going to be a teacher teaching art. Can't skip out on anatomy basics. That was the other thing. Back in like high school, I almost lost my desire to draw altogether because of a bad art teacher. Spite was my main motivator to be an art teacher. So I freaking hated my art teacher. She was awful. She never let me sign my artwork, so she said only famous people do that. My gym, I started it when I worked at that gym, but it was like fun drawings to like inspire people or motivate them when they go to the gym. I would usually draw anime. That was always fun. But somebody took over once I left, and it was people are still so condescending. But I helped somebody draw something like last week, and she was like, "Oh, are you gonna sign it?" I was like, "No." She's like, "You don't have a signature?" I was like, "Not really." She's like, "Why don't you sign your art?" It was like, because one time in high school, my art teacher said that only famous people do that. So I never did it. She ended up getting fired from the school for... I forgot what reason, actually. But enough people had issue with her that they just let her go. Good riddance. She should not be an art teacher. Main issue she had was that I kind of already drew stylized. And I understand as an art teacher you want kids to like know your fundamentals, but no. I did. But she didn't believe me. She never prompted me to draw anatomically correct. She just had it out for me. And I knew it. I knew it in my heart of hearts. She fucking hated me. I hated her too. But yeah. But I finished school around COVID, and God forbid I be a teacher during that time. Maybe I'll go back one day. I think I'm a good teacher. Kind of. I think I have the patience. I don't know how many Twitter followers is famous. I'd like to know that too. Especially because I'm scared of how fast I gained some in recent months. That scares me. I don't even think she would know what Twitter is, knowing her. Came from the middle of nowhere, Germany, to California. Ma'am, leave me alone. I'm like 15. At the time. I should look her up, see what she's doing. I don't know, Miss Teacher. Are you Twitter user _NONTANN on twitter.com? I don't think so. This okay, yeah, if that were happening right now, Knowing me at 15 years old, I would probably have said something. But that was... Oh my god, that was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and I still have beef with this one random teacher. You know what? Maybe I do hold grudges. Let's see. Delete. I'll do Mafuena. Don't know anything about them. Let's see. There you go. Maybe later maybe I'll stream commissions or something, or smaller projects, stuff that I've already started, because I feel like that process for me is a little more streamlined. Getting sketches out is always... I can sketch out stuff pretty quick. The slog is usually when I'm rendering and everything, especially because for whatever reason I can never be consistent in how I render things. I did do a really nice one the other day where it was a Chainsaw Man inspired drawing, which is very... it's kind of convenient as I just watched the movie. Let's see. And then... oh, Anna's the one with the little bob. Oh god, I don't know if I could draw the fuck ass bobs. You know what, Slob? I'll draw them standing next to each other because I don't know enough to put them in like shippy kind of art. Ponytails and a bob. Oh my god. This is a lot. And how much did she... they're like the same height. They will stand next to each other. In the first outfit I find them in. I started playing Project Sekai, but I ended up falling off with that at the same time that I fell off with Bandori. Oh, Bandori. How I miss you so. And don't miss the fandom online, that's for sure. Friggin' weirdos. I was one of those weirdos. In private. I never put my thoughts out online. I had better self-preservation than that. Especially because I was a little older than most of the people causing drama, at least. Let's see, and oh man. One day I'll be able to figure out how to talk to myself better. I kind of picked just the closest time where I had enough prep time after work, but I had some other stuff to deal with outside. Friggin' pissing me off. Spending all day tomorrow, dealing with the rest of it. Oh my god, life's great. But maybe I'll do one more stream. Maybe I'll play a game. Overwatch? 30 Hanzo main? I'm not nearly as good as I think I am. When I first started it, I played a lot of Junkrat and Diva, only because my computer was so garbage that I couldn't play anything else. Then I got a better computer, and I still couldn't play anything else. I just like to grief my teammates. Then I tried Valorant for a little bit. That was a mistake. I played the beta. I was like, wow, this is gonna be so much fun. The media toxicity in the beta. I can't win. There's no winning. There's no winning when you play any Riot game, really. I'm sorry to my friends that play Riot games. Then maybe if I was a decent diva when my computer was ass, then maybe I got worse. I think the game changed. I think the game changed more than anything, because I stopped playing it after, or at least consistently playing it after, who was it? Ramatra got introduced, I think. And every time I played it again, it was just like on and off, that I never fully adjusted. And now they keep adding more stupid characters. Malga, bane of my existence. Hate that guy. Pissing me off. I'm sure they fixed him since then, but my mistake was to play on launch, and he was broken for so long. Oh my god. Pain. I thought about picking up Battlefield 6 though. It's probably full of more sweats, so it's probably a mistake. But it could be fun. Yeah, Moga. Why does he exist? I don't know. I think the newest one. Yeah, the perks and everything. I still don't get the perks. I kinda understand the ones for the characters that I play, but I know there's wrong choices. Stadium has the skill trees. I play Stadium like... No, it's the Stadium thing. I played a couple of matches for that, and it was fine. But it's not something I'm gonna play consistently. I know some people that do play that more. At least that competitive at the time was tolerable, but I haven't touched it since. What was the other thing? I need to log on so I could play the Halloween event. Halloween and Lunar New Year were the two that I did all the time. Those were fun. I'll render these a little bit. Oh, no. I don't know. Most of the stuff that I end up playing nowadays is the silly little friend slop games. Peak. I had to play Phasmophobia before Halloween's over too. I know that one got an update, pretty sure. Phasmophobia, Peak, what else? I don't know. Let's look at my desktop. What do I even have installed? Asphalt Legends! Hell yeah! Downloaded that one for no good reason. I love Iris, I love Wawa and Narissa, but I'm not spending $50 on the stupid cars. It was a fun game though. Oh shoot. I don't think I told my friend happy birthday. My bad. She's not watching this. She has better things to do than watch this. Oh, after the stream I'll probably tell her happy birthday. As long as it's still... Yeah, it's still the 28th on the East Coast. What? Maybe I'll do the CC with like a ponytail. Just to differentiate from the normal one. I hope whatever casual outfit they decide to give justice has at least one of them in pants. It's all I want. I beg. And I hope it's Cecilia, because I hate drawing her stupid skirt. Her design is really pretty. I remember walking around the halls of Anime Expo last year and seeing the new designs, the new characters in Hololive, and mentioning to my sister, "Oh, there's more. I didn't know. Maybe I'll check them out." Not checking them out. Going to the Dodgers game anyway. But the people that participated in the Dodgers game, I knew already. I still have those cards. I thought about selling them before I got back into Hololive. No, not anymore. I'm holding on to them. I did feel bad getting somebody's hopes up in a server that I'm in, that I would part with my Ina shirt. I hate the Dodgers, but I do have that merch, and it's a scourge on my home. But I love collectibles. I love things. Collecting things that have probably no real monetary value outside of the one that I ascribe to it. Sentimentality. Sentimental value. But yeah, I feel like I made my vehement hatred of the Dodgers a little too real. I mean, it is real, only because my team is like one of their biggest rivals. But they're like, "I can take it off your hands." Oh, my bad. No, I'm not. Especially because I'm pretty sure they live abroad. I am afraid of shipping costs too. Hate the Dodgers. Everybody in my city hates the Dodgers. Unless they're pretending that they're from LA, or that, "Oh, my family likes them." No. No real person from my city likes the Dodgers. Notorious fights every single time. I have video of 2 fights. No, 3 fights in one game. 2 in the stands and 1 in the parking lot. Though the one in the parking lot was the home team fans just throwing punches at each other, which is a really fun video. I like to watch it back sometimes. But it is, yeah, no. I hope they lose the World Series. Please, I hope to God. They can't win again. Being in Japan last year during the last World Series, I thought I could finally escape the Dodgers. No! Supreme Leader Otani in Japan. Everywhere you look, he's there. I wish I had more pictures of it. It was kind of funny. Oh no, it's Iris. Let's see. Iris. I hope they lose. I don't even know what it's at right now. Yesterday's game was really, really long. Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God they're losing. Yesterday's game went on for, what was it, like 18 innings? That was disgusting. I saw that Lily Pichu was at that game, and it was her first ever baseball game. And I think at the 5-hour mark, she's like, "Is it always like this?" No. I felt kind of bad. And I only just got... I would say passive interest in baseball. Our home team finally got good. Kinda. They were. So more people started watching them. I'm not a fake fan. Like people say, like, oh, you only started watching them when they got good. No. I have more rights. I have more rights to like them being from this city. But I don't know, the games... Baseball is boring. But the atmosphere being at a ball game is pretty fun. For the World Series, I think it's best of 6, I don't freaking know. If they just keep tying back and forth, they could keep going. I think right now they're Dodgers 2-1 or 2-3 or something. Yeah, 2-1 right now. But they're losing, so it's gonna be 2-2. So they get another game. I think it's like majority. I don't know. My team has never made it. They're that bad. But what we lack in winning, we make up for in fan participation. Yay! The stadium, my home stadium, did get voted best ballpark in America though, so at least we could take that. And if anybody tries to say that Dodger Stadium is good, it's not. It's bad. I ate shit walking up the stairs. I still have the scars from it. And fun fact, I was on the TV. I was on TV, guys. Or I was in the Holo live stream. So most of you guys that are still here know that. But the most recent one that they did, where Iris Holo Live fucking laughed at me. When I did the meet and greet, she made a comment, and I was like, yeah, you know this is the second time you laughed at me. It was pretty funny. Let's see. Oh god. I hope they end up doing more events like that though. Like actually. It's probably gonna still be with the Dodgers, just I think, well, Cover has their office in LA. That just makes things a lot more easy for them to do. But the Taiwan thing seemed to have done really well. I wish, the only thing I do wish is I wish the merch that we had here was like the Taiwan merch. I'm so jealous that they got jerseys. God, what I'd give for that Gigi Murin jersey with the freaking Yaoi numbers on it. That, I think they had so much stuff. I mean, here they got shirts. The shirts are fun. They look they look almost exactly like the other ones. I think the other ones are like a lighter blue. But I did get the popcorn bucket at the concession stand. I got the cup. But no, some more, and I guess it's practical. The beach towel, never using that, it just lays on my bed. I don't own a jersey from my home team, so what I end up using is the Love Live Aqua baseball jersey, which is always fun because it just has, it's for Watanabe Yo, but being Love Live, they never use her last name, so it just says you on the back. It's fun. People have asked, like, what it mean? What do you mean you? I can't explain it. It's better to just not explain it, honestly. But it'd be nice to have one of the HoloLive ones. I've seen like the knockoff ones that they sell. I saw a lot of ads on Instagram for fake baseball jerseys. There's like a more Calliope one. There's a vendor that I buy a lot of stuff from, Yarukiko, who has a Fuwamoka one. I think it's just... Oh yeah, it's both of them. Fuwamoka baseball jersey. It's pretty cool. But I need more merch like that. I was complaining in some Discord server about merch. How merch doesn't need to be fucking anime girl slapped on a t-shirt. You could be more creative than that. Not that I'm embarrassed to wear anime merch in public. Far from that. But it's like, there's nobody on these departments. No graphic design. Nothing. Like, the box lunch has some pretty fun, like, generic anime baseball jerseys. Where it's like Avatar: The Last Airbender, Fire Nation, Earth Kingdom, Air Nomads, and Water Tribe jerseys. They have soccer and baseball, and those are fun. They're definitely Avatar: The Last Airbender, but there's a little bit more creativity, I guess, to how they do it. Something like that. And I know they have them for like Dragon Ball, One Piece, etc., etc. And I do not watch any of those. So until there's a good HoloLive one or something else, I'm probably just gonna stick to the Aqua one. I have two of them from their Dome tour in 2020 and their first concert at the Tokyo Dome, like 2019, 2018, something like that. I do wish their stuff was a little more high quality. Of the stuff that I got from their concert at Anime Expo. That stuff, I have a lot of my merch from back then, but I never wear it because it feels so fragile. White t-shirt with anime girl square PNG. If somebody cares about a character, they can design a better shirt than that. And I know there's like a crony shirt like that, but at least not to defend it because it's crony, there's like some subtlety to it just based on the size. But I think the worst part about stuff like that is that it's like the default like character sheet art. It's not like a screenshot from the show. It's not like a fun scene. It's just the generic character art. That's why I was so hesitant. They had stuff when I went to Japan. I went to Universal Studios, and they had the Chainsaw Man 4D movie, and there was Chainsaw Man merch. I was looking for the Aldo merch. Aldo merch looks great. I love that stuff. The art of her looks great. The shirt was also still the artwork with the thing slapped on, but the Chainsaw Man stuff was all just the generic artwork on like a little keychain. It was a keychain, a lanyard, and then random useless thing. A shirt. It was a shirt with like the neon paint splatter in the back. Them, and it just said Chainsaw Man. Kind of like the Uma Musume cups and shirts that they're releasing. Kind of like those. Where there's minimum effort in there. There's a really cool jacket that I have from Carbon Copy of Evangelion. There's an Evangelion shirt that I have, or jacket. And the guy designed it based off of the plug suits. So all of the paneling and everything is... I have two of them. I have the Misato and Rei ones. And the Rei one is the newer version. But it looks so nice. It looks exactly like her plug suit, but just in a fun windbreaker form. And it wasn't even like that expensive. And it wasn't expensive for what it was. It was, I think, 110. So it was the updated design. But it's a fully functioning, like, pretty high quality jacket. And it's not windy enough to wear it. And it's not hot enough to wear it yet. And I do wear it when I go to the Bay Area, because it does get pretty windy and cold there. But otherwise, no, it's a really well constructed jacket. And I was hoping that not to shit on like merch or anything, but those jackets that recently came out for Fuamoko, Gigi, and Narissa, I was hoping they would be more like those windbreakers that I have. But it's just, I can't wear that outside of like an anime convention. I hate not being able to wear my clothes. It's so sad. I have concert shirts from like Atarashi Gakko. I have Bocchi the Rock, Girls Band Cry. And it's all their subtle-ish stuff. But if like, I like stuff where it's like, if you know, you know. But I think the most anime-y that I have might be a shirt that I was commissioned to design. But at least the design is on the back. And it's a custom one. Like, I did that. It's Power Chainsaw Man. And unfortunately, you cannot buy that shirt anymore because I think the guy just disappeared. And I think... I don't even know if he paid me for the last thing that I did. Maybe. I don't know. But my stuff was the best stuff that he had. But it'd be like that. I know there's like a cardigan company, Subtle Style. They do stuff like that. Their stuff is fun. But it is a cardigan, so it can be a little pricey. I am not gonna get an anime girl PNG and like it. What? No, even the Cali, I bought the Cali anniversary merch, and that has a shirt with a giant picture. But it's a stylized picture, which gets a pass. Cause then I could pair it with my other clothes that are a lot more simple. And it ties it together. Wear a nice jacket over it. Distract a little bit from the shirt, but if somebody out there, another deadbeat is walking around, they'd be like, oh my god, Mori Calliope. Because now people say her full name. Mori Calliope. But it's... And I think the worst part is that people buy it. People still buy it, so they're not incentivized to make it better. That is something I do want to do. I want to like do merch stuff. Maybe not shirts. Unless it's like small batch shirts and screen printing. I do know somebody who started doing screen printing and he gave up on it. But he still has his stuff. That I know of, at least. I think R1 Salt has some pretty good stuff. I want their Suisse shirt. I don't think I've ever had somebody... I've had somebody recognize Bocchi the Rock. But I was in Japan, so that was a different story. Like... Yeah. I was walking around Shimokitazawa, and I was wearing the shirt. By happenstance. And someone was like... Oh my god. Bocchi. I was like, yeah! I said yeah, because at least yeah, that's pretty understandable. Yeah, the power shirt that I designed has manga panels on it. It's her big introduction picture. It's not her intro. It's when she's like bursting in through the door, and it's when she's wearing that 76.1 shirt thingy. This was before the anime came out, so the colors are like off. But I think the first panel. Let me actually look at it. Yeah, the first panel is her and Denji. Second one is her and Kobani in the car. And the third one is her and Aki. So I wanted to include the three people that she associates the most with, I guess. And it's power is in full color. But the panels are monochrome. So it's almost there's almost like color blocking to it too. And I'm glad I got a shirt because the guy did just disappear off the face of the planet. I remember one time he offered to give me stickers of the stuff that I designed, but the stickers I designed were Todoroki, Kaneki, and like a Dragon Ball one. And I'm like, man, I'm not like 15 years old anymore. I'm sorry, I don't want the stickers. He did try to offer them a couple times, but I was like, I'm okay. I'm okay. I can go without. The guy's pretty nice. It's just, I think he was having some troubles by the end of it. People were buying his stuff, and he was making good money off of it, from what I could tell. But, I think he ended up hiring somebody else, because he had stopped asking me for commissions. And this is on Instagram too, which is kind of crazy. I don't even post my art that often on Instagram. But I did that one. I wish I could have designed more shirts. Oh, I did a katakana. Not a katakana. Yeah, it was like a katakana and like a more graphic designy thing of the sword devil thing that he never ended up using, which sucks. I would have bought that. I would have worn that. Yeah, maybe he should have waited. Should have waited it out with the Chainsaw Man stuff. So I think the manga wasn't out yet, or the anime wasn't out yet, but it was like on its way. So only if you really like read manga would you know anything about it. He would have popped off. I don't know. I wish he would have done Dorohedoro, but he asked me one time what anime I watch, and I listed off some of the they're not even niche, but this guy definitely mostly watched shonen. So I was like, oh, my favorites are Dorohedoro, K-On! What else did I say? Let's just say I said Dorohedoro and K-On! He's like, what are those? I get not knowing. Okay, no, I get not knowing them, but maybe K-On! K-On! Was such a. It was well, I guess. I mean, this guy liked Jujutsu Kaisen and My Hero Academia, so maybe we ran in very different circles. Oh, that was another one. Black Clover. He liked Black Clover too. I designed a Black Clover sticker and I was like, ooh. Ooh. No thanks. I'll do the sticker, but I don't want it. Thank you. I'm sure the manga for Black Clover's fine. But I know the anime had recently come out for it. Ish. And he was really into it, and I said, I'm sorry, buddy, I cannot stand the way that guy screams. He's like, no, but the fights are really good. I was like, I didn't ask my real question of, like, are there girls in it? But I didn't, we weren't close like that. I don't even think I never even got his name. Yeah. I would just have to figure out, what's it called? Where to manufacture stuff more than anything. Shirts would be fun. I should have taken the screen printing class when I was in college though. But that class was on Fridays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. every Friday. And I was not about to do that. Yeah, like I stopped watching a lot of stuff. My criteria has changed. It basically boils down to, is it a predominantly female cast? Is there at least one cool female character? Or are there lesbians? I don't waste my time anymore. People get to see themselves in these little self-insert-y anime all the time. When's it my turn? Chad in Bleach doesn't count. I think that's his name, Chad. Mexican guy. That's another anime I need to get on. One of my coworkers kept trying to put me on. But this is the same coworker that thought Fullmetal Alchemist was kind of boring, so I don't know if I could trust his judgment. Mr. Why are they taking so long? Why can't they just get to the action? Bro, they're recovering. Leave him be. Ed just got his shit wrecked. You can't take a break? He's like, well, I never see this in other shows. Yeah. Wonder why. I don't know. I trust very few people's anime opinions nowadays. Sometimes I'll trust Twitter on whatever they recommend. That's how I found Girls Band Cry. Girls Band Cry was great. Those girls do be crying. A lot. Near constantly. Or yelling at each other in public, which is basically crying. Yeah, the only problem with manga is I need to sit down and read. There's so many things I need to read. I did finally pay for the stupid Shonen Jump thing again though. Maybe once the second payment hits again, I'll actually sit down to read it. read something. Catch up with Chainsaw Man. I stopped on the Falling Devil arc. I remember I didn't pay for the subscription anymore, but I was in Mexico at the time, and I saw it. I saw that volume that I left off on, and I was like, you know what? I could read Spanish. Barely. I realized as I opened that book that I barely knew proper Spanish, I guess. I understood enough. But now I have one copy of Mexican Chainsaw Man, which honestly is a lot better than the way that the US prints them. It actually has the dust jacket like the Japanese copies do. It's almost exactly like the Japanese version, just in Spanish. Major differences. They print on like paper, not the newspaper one, which is kind of interesting. I only noticed that yesterday when I pulled it out. My dad didn't believe me that Chainsaw Man was in Spanish. I was like, why wouldn't it? He's like, I don't know. I don't know, good source here. But it sure is in Spanish. And they call them demons instead of devils in Spanish. They call it El Demonio de las Caídas. It's like, ooh, spooky. I could barely understand when what's-her-face Yoru would talk, because they made her talk like kind of proper. That was a major difference that I noticed, at least. Also, there was a lot of vocab that I wasn't used to seeing. Because I'm fluent. I'm fluent in Spanish. It's just I practice it and I use it every day. But I talk to like family, and my family speaks English. So if I don't know something, instead of trying to like figure out what the word is, I just say it in English and they're like, oh, okay. In the middle of a sentence. Yeah, it Chainsaw Man. The typography in like in the Mexican version is really fun too. It literally is just copying the Japanese version. It's nice that the English or the American version like made a logo and everything for it, but you lose some of the way the page setup is done with that version, because they just slapped the logo on there instead of making it fit into, because depending on how the image on the front changes, they change where it goes. But it's fine. And I think the Target, I usually buy my manga at Target just for the sake of convenience. I don't know where their manga went. I hope there's not any more volumes, because God forbid I go to a Barnes and Noble. Like, they're so out of the way where I live. I love going in there, but I stopped working where I used to work, so now they're more out of the way. Also, I don't even think I have room for them. I have way too much stuff. And that's without taking into consideration all of the stuff that I ordered from Hololive. Oh no! This is gonna be a pain to put away. Well, I have until December to figure out where that stuff's gonna go. That's enough time. I usually give stuff away at the end of the year anyway. There's stuff I can't part with. My old idol stuff I can never part with. But I sure think about it. I have all of my Love Live merch in this one corner of my closet, and it just lives there from here on. Only because I'm afraid of ruining it. I would wear it. I used to wear it, but now I'm afraid that something will happen. The only thing sturdy enough are those jerseys. They had like a windbreaker back in the day. They had the... what's it called? Varsity jacket. The varsity jacket was fun. Given that Kanan wasn't as popular of a character back then, her stuff was always in stock compared to Yo. Yo's stuff was never in stock. So even though Yo was my favorite, most of my stuff's Kanan. Which is fine. She was also one of my favorites. I'm just gonna finish this one and then probably not head to bed, but definitely lay down. Eat dinner. Yummy. Probably gonna order. Yummy. Gonna do so much stuff. Gonna eat. Gonna call in sick from work. Hell yeah. It is bed rot time. My God. Bills to pay, but no mouths to feed, thank God. No offense to the parents, if there are any out there listening. I dodged that one. I don't know if you're still here, Jesse. Well, I guess you don't count just yet, kind of. And I don't have a dog anymore, so that's another mouth I don't have to feed. I miss my dog. I remember my mom was always adamant that my dog could be famous. I'm like, was it? Ew. She was one of those people that liked watching like funny animal videos. I wish my parents weren't. Actually, my dad less so. My dad's more normal. All he spends his time doing is watching heavy metal videos, reminiscing on a youth that he didn't have. He always wanted to. I'm sure he tried to live vicariously through me because I ended up picking up guitar for a little bit. I don't know how that turned out. he moved to Chicago with dreams and aspirations, and he didn't make any of them come to fruition. No, I'm just kidding. No, he had struggles that I don't have. My struggle is, oh no, how am I gonna balance time between my job and watching my silly little 2D anime girls on the computer? Whereas his was, how am I gonna pay for an apartment in the middle of Chicago? As an immigrant. Yeah, two different struggles. Oh my god. It's kind of funny seeing how my parents react to my being into VTubers and stuff. Because they like kind of get it, they kind of don't. My dad, for whatever reason, decided to tag along when I went to the Iris meet and greet. I told him it was an anime convention, but he was used to, like, Anime Expo. Which I guess, in a way, it is, but Anime Impulse was definitely more geared toward VTubers, at least this time around. But I had to explain to him, like, explain the fans more than anything. Because this is definitely a different audience than what he was used to seeing at AX. But my mom has no idea. She likes Gigi Murin. She thinks she's funny. Which is enough, I guess. When that one tweet of mine popped off of when she wished me like a good morning, I told her like, oh, your thing, I took a picture of it, it got like 500 likes. She had no idea what the hell I was talking about. But then as it kept getting more and more, I was like, oh, you've got like 1,000 or whatever. She's like, wow, people really like that? I was like, yeah, I guess. People thought it was funny. Comparing it to freaking Mexican, I would say boomer. I was not a boomer. Boomer memes. But she understands English fluently, and I'm just concerned sometimes when she catches some of the streams how much of it she actually understands what's going on. But she did watch the entirety of Gigi and Callie's rap stream. Which I guess if she's watched that and had no qualms with it, I'm sure it's fine. She did, she was surprised after the fact. Because I showed her the original song that Gigi made. Where she was like, oh my god, she actually knows how to sing. I was like, yeah, it was just for fun. I was like, you do that too. She's like, I'm trying my best. Oh. My bad. But yeah, she can handle it. I think she was busy the day that we went to Anime Impulse, so she didn't go. I don't remember. But I'm sure she would have yeah, of all the streams. Cause I like mentioned it offhand, like, oh, Gigi and Callie are gonna redo their stream. And she's like, oh, what time? I was at the racetrack on this day, so I wasn't even there to like watch it with her or anything. But she watched like all like 2 hours or whatever of it. And she's like, they're very funny together. and then I don't know how to say it in English, but she said like "me cae muy bien, Cali," or like esa, or she said "esa de rosa," that pink one, "me cae muy bien." She said the same thing about Iris too, but I don't know where else she had seen Iris. Iris stream's kind of late, and by that time, like, I'm by myself, watching in the living room. She's never seen her. But I mean, like, yes, by proxy. By osmosis, saw who Iris was. But she said, like, her favorites are Gigi, Callie, and Cecilia. She watched Cecilia's 3D debut. I think all of it? Yeah, she watched all of that. And she thought it was neat that she like she played the violin. The Red Women. I don't think I've watched enough Bae around her or shown her stuff for her to know who that is. But I think Raura either is definitely more Gigi, Callie, even Crony. I think she likes how monotone Crony is. She's like, well, it's just like you. And it's like, I don't, what's that supposed to mean? But my dad definitely does not. He has no freaking clue about any of it. But he did think it was really funny when at Anime Impulse he was just standing around in line with me for the Iris meet and greet, and some guy goes up to him, completely skips me, and goes to my dad. Oh, is Iris your Oshi? Or like, who's your favorite? And my dad just starts to look at me and he's like, what? What did he just say? And that's the second time something like that happens to him. First time was like 10 years ago at Anime Expo. Somebody saw a big ol' sign of Akame ga Kill at the, I don't know, like A1 Pictures, I don't freaking know what it was. Some distributor's booth. And he goes up to my dad and he's like, is that a sequel to Kill la Kill? And he couldn't answer that. I left him alone for like 5 minutes and he's like, somebody asked me that. What does that mean? I was like, ignore them. I don't know. It's always him. It's always him and my sister where people just ask them questions unprompted. My sister got asked one time while she was wearing my AC/DC sweater. Oh, what are your favorite songs? She just fucking blanks. She's like, I don't know. I don't listen to them. And obviously, old people being judgmental as they are, didn't like that answer. Yeah, I briefly explained what an Oshi was to my dad. He had no fucking clue. I'm sure it's like in one ear at the other. But I was like, who's your favorite? That's all it means. Who's the one that you like? And he's like, I don't like any of them. I was like, I know. The guy, I don't know what the guy that asked him the question was thinking either. This is a freaking 50-year-old Mexican man. Wait, do you really think he'd be watching VTubers? Who has my dad seen the most? I remember there was one time when my mom watched a stream. She didn't say what it was. But she was trying to explain to my dad what was happening, and he just gave her the blankest look. he had no idea what she was talking about. Oh, my mom's like, no, like, it's funny. And he's like, yeah, I'm sure. Because instead of pulling it up, she's just like explaining it. My mom sucks at explaining stuff sometimes. I think she was doing that to her friend too. But like the friend that she was explaining it to, like I think her daughter knows VTubers and stuff. Cause she was like, she wanted her to do I forgot what it's called, when you take your little plushies or acrylic stands to places and they take pictures. My mom's friend's daughter was trying to get my mom to do that with like some anime man, and my mom's friend was like, that's weird, don't ask people to do that. And my mom's like, don't be mean, like yeah, I'll do it, I don't care. She's like, my kid loves anime too. I was like, yeah, but I wouldn't ask you to do that. Honestly, it could be Kyla, thinking about it. I think, yeah, I could see that. Yeah, Oshikatsu. I wish I knew what character the girl was trying to ask my mom to do that with. She just said that it was like a man. I can put money that it was probably like some Jujutsu Kaisen or JoJo, given that it was Italy. Probably. Now, going around Japan, I saw people doing the Oshikatsu. It seemed kind of fun. Maybe I could do that one day. But I feel like I like my stuff too much to like risk getting it messed up in some way. Yeah. And if it was JoJo, there's no way my mom would have remembered the name. She knows what they look like. She can like point out characters and be like, you like that one? Could she tell you names? Hell no. The only name that she knows is Gigi, because it's so like simple, straightforward. And I don't think she knows Callie, just because like saying Callie is like a little bit harder. Oh, she knows Iris because that's my friend's daughter's name now. Yeah, the Friends With You to Go ones. Those would be nice. I have like I don't even know which one it is. Some Gura plush. My god, Emma, I'm your Oshi? I don't have an Oshi mark though, so you can't put it in your long ass list in your bio. But yeah, the Friends With You to Go, those would be cool. I ordered the CC and Gigi ones that are coming like, I don't know, November, December. I don't know. That'll be the first of the merch that I ordered since getting back into Hololive that'll get here. I don't but yeah. But oh, in Japan, it was kind of cool to see that they had like little dedicated areas to do Oshikatsu. On the Tokyo Skytree, they had a Jujutsu Kaisen collab, and they had a little this little box near one of the big ass windows where you can stick your little whatever you wanted in there, and it had like the backdrop of the city and like the JJK goop I don't, whatever goopy thing that they had for season 2, that was on there. Yeah, I never, I don't even, I did buy a plush in Japan. I bought one, and it was a plush of the Tokyo Tower. Maybe I should have taken it with me, and I should have done oshikatsu with the fucking tower. That's my Review Starlight merch. That's what that is. Review Starlight barely has any merch. That's my Review Starlight merch. I should have bought more stuff. Let's see. I'll put that back. I'll render this one for truce. Oh, the curse of me not labeling my layers is coming back. Yeah. Cause I went to round 1 while I was over there. But I didn't do any of the like crane games or anything. Cause I knew for a fact that I wasn't gonna have any room. I don't even remember what they had. They had a Hololive collab. I remember that for sure. But like I'd said, like I wasn't like super into it. I took a picture of the big ol' standees outside of it. And I mentioned to my mom like, oh, look. It's those cartoon YouTubers I used to watch. And she's like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Pointing to Gura. I was like, yeah. Oh, little did I know what was gonna happen soon after. But I think they had it was the collab with like the towel or something that you could get. But I mostly wanted to, so my mom doesn't know jack shit about Japan. So I wanted to show her like stuff, generic stuff. Had like arcades and everything. Showed her like the racing games, rhythm games. I think we did a crane game, but she's like traumatized for not winning anything. Where she wouldn't believe me that you can actually win stuff. It wasn't until they opened a round 1 here that she finally believed me. And it was only after I won stuff. I actually, now I do have Hololive round 1 merch. My hand puppets. I think... No, it would have been a great time to go to Japan this year instead. I swear to God. I did go to the Hololive shop, but it was just a bunch of acrylic stands, and I didn't like acrylic stands. Did I even have one? Yeah, I bought one acrylic stand while I was over there, and it was Dusk Arknights that I got at Lawson. It had some Lawson collab. But they had plushies. I didn't think to get anything. I should have. That was my mistake. I'm sorry, me from the past. I should have known to me to the future. I should have known I was gonna get back into Hololive fucking full force. Right into the middle of it again. I did miss the Ado Kurasushi collab though. I was really sad about that. But even Review Starlight has stuff going on right now too. I could have had real Review Starlight merch. All I have, I guess if you count Mimori Suzuko's signature, she was there promoting Review Starlight. I guess if you count that, that's merch. And the Blu-ray DVD. That's about it. And my Tokyo Tower, of course. No, fucking Cinderella Grey. Uma Musume. That shit's popping off right now. I also was really passive in that fandom. God, I'm so stupid. Little did I know. Nah, I'm plenty to go again sometime. Just have to figure out how my time off works with my other obligation. Whether I'm gonna do that full time, still up in the air. If I do, that means more money, but it also means being beholden to their way of taking leave, which is the only problem. The accumulation is, it's not slow, but it's not fast either. That does mean more money to spend. What's wrong with a dead iris? One of my dear friends asked for this, and you're just criticizing it. To be specific, Bae stabbing Iris while crying her heart out. They asked, I delivered. Hell yeah. Oh, I need to make it more obvious that she's holding the knife. There you go. Anyway, I'll finish the others a little later. I won't do it on stream, I'll just post them with the tweet that they had. But yeah. Fun. 2.5 hours? That's crazy. 2.5 hours? Well, more like 2 hours of me talking to myself. Kind of. But yeah, I'll end it here. People on the East Coast can go to bed. People in the Midwest think about going to bed. Everybody else, oh no, Emma, you should be just like waking up. Kinda. No. What time is it there? 4 in the morning? Oh my god, I am your Oshi. You woke up so early for me. If they're even here. Anyway. That's enough for now. I'll put on Twitter if I'm gonna do this again or not. Anything else that I might do. But yeah, maybe another one in November. I might have some more of my stuff done from the people that I commissioned and everything. Maybe the BGM overlay, probably not. But December, probably not. November, yeah. But I wanted to do it in October. I love Halloween. Spooky. It also gives me some stuff to like throw in here from free assets. There's Halloween stuff, so it's... I guess it'll be Christmas stuff. Maybe not any Thanksgiving stuff, but the US is unique in that, so it'll be Christmas. Christmas starts November 1st. Rin Hoshizawa's birthday. So I'll just swap over to that stuff until I have my own. But yeah. Anyway. Good night, everybody. Thank you for joining. Thank you for sitting through my scuffed, kinda boring little drawing stream. Yay!